Hey, it's Todd with Defense and Safety. I want to do a knife review. I've been waiting to get this knife for quite a while, and I saw it come up on Blade HQ, and literally I ordered it, and by the time I ordered it, it was sold out, so I don't know how many they got in, but I got mine, and that is the new Spyderco Yojimbo 2. So this is a knife that Michael Yanovich designed. He's a famous, or he's known for, does some stuff on defense TV or something, and then he also has some DVDs and books he's written on knife fighting. So this is his design, and it's an evolution of the Yojimbo, the original Yojimbo. So they changed some of the ergonomics on it and the blade, some of the features of the blade, but essentially it's just to improve the ergonomics and kind of function and use of the knife. What you'll notice right away is it's a little bit unusual design. It's a Wharncliffe blade. It's made in Golden, Colorado, out of S30V, and it's got the compression lock like the Paramilitary 2 does. The first thing I noticed when I went to open it is the spider hole is not as easy to get to, but when you play with this, the one thing you'll notice, if you see this, let's see if I can get it up close here, is how thick this blade is all the way to about here. It starts to taper. And so what you have is a very heavy blade, and it actually swings out really easily. More so than, it's more like a Mannix in its weight of the blade, and I have a Mannix here to compare it to. It's got that kind of heavier blade stock, as you can see here. It looks even thicker than the Mannix too, and it doesn't taper out as thin to the end because, and it does have that hollow grind Wharncliffe blade. It stays thick all the way until, you know, really this grind starts to take effect, where it thins a little but not too much. He also has this thumb rest, because the idea is that you hold this hand, it becomes an extension with your thumb, and so you're able to drive and use this. And he doesn't put jimping on there so that there's no abrasion or wear to your hand. There is a little kind of Mannix style jimping on the liners right there around the compression lock. There's nothing underneath or in the back. You can carry this in all four corners of the clip, so I'll just give you a size comparison here. It definitely, if you look at the size of these folded, it feels smaller than the Mannix 2. It's not as clunky, which is what I always think of the Mannix 2 as. So if you put it, I guess, over, it just, I don't know, it just feels smaller and less clunky. Here, I'll compare it to I guess it's all one family, huh? So you've got these two, and this is probably what most people own, one of these, so it's a good comparison. You can see the handle gets a lot smaller at the end, and it really feels good in your hand. You know, you get all four fingers on there, and it's got these kind of indentations for your fingers, and it puts your thumb right there. And you can hold it this way, you can come back on it, but this feels really good like this. And the idea of a Wharncliffe, and I've talked about this in other videos, is it put all the cutting force, you're using all your force is cutting. Whereas when you cut with an upswept blade, as you're cutting, the sweep is pulling away. And so you're not driving as much cutting force with a blade that's curved back as you are that's straight. And this thing came really, really nice and sharp. If you can see that beveled edge there. It's very nice. Overall, I really like it. It's I've only had it since last night, so I played with it a little last night, and I've been carrying it around today. But it definitely is easy to, you know, flick open. It's got nice weight to the blade. It's a good utility style shape, and it may be a little more friendly to people because they see it. It looks more like a box cutter than a a tactical blade. The one thing I wish were different about it was the clip being silver, like it's essentially a Mannix 2 clip. I wish it were black. I wish they did the same thing they did to the new Paramilitary 2, just all black hardware. I mean, the knife can stay silver, but oops. Anyway, so far so good. Again, it's weird too. I've never seen a Spyderco dripping oil, and I've wiped this several times. When I got it last night, I noticed a drop of oil, and when I was switching the clip to left-hand carry, and now I see a little bit there too. So this definitely came nice and lubed up. Carries nice. Weight-wise, it's a little heavier than the Para 2, and maybe just a little lighter than the Mannix, but not by much. You know, these are all fairly light knives to me. Easy on the pocket, easy to carry. The G10 is comparable to any other blade that Spyderco makes. It's a little bit of an indent here on both sides, so you can get to the spider hole a little easier. Open construction. It's got the stamped liner locks like you see on the Para, or liners inside the G10, nested, I guess that is. So pretty light, but I really like the blade design. I'm gonna start carrying it a little bit and see what I think. But I thought I'd show you this because there's not a lot of videos right now on YouTube with this out. So I thought I would just give you guys a look at it. Closes nice. All right, there you have it. The new Yojimbo 2, which, if you didn't know this, Yojimbo in Japanese means bodyguard. So that's part of the idea of this blade. All right, well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe or leave a comment.